Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is beat that like button like it owes you money before watching this, so it reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, the MGTOW book collection part 2. Whether you're getting camel toe in Cambodia, banging babes in burqas in Turkey, or taking Polaroids of ladyboys in Thailand, Luca Vendetti has a series of books to make you live the dream. His new 3-booklet series includes How to Live on $500 a Month in Cambodia, Turkey, and Vietnam, in addition to his classic How to Retire on $200K in Southeast Asia. He also has the MGTOW book. Visit MGTOWbooks.com and use the promo code Sandman to get 10% off. Now available in 4 formats: PDF, Mobi for Kindle, EPUB, and text-to-speech MP3. Sponsor link is down below. And now on with the memes. Number 1, Joe Rogan was talking to Brett Weinstein, and Brett said that sex bots and AI should be banned because women can't compete with them. With sex bots, women are done. But I think it's about time that men gain their full independence from their love of women. Funny how this is only a problem when it affects women. When robots started replacing male workers in factories, nobody cared. Will women go extinct when we have sex bots and artificial wombs? The jury's still out on that. Up next, Trump has made an exception when it comes to deporting Prince Harry. He says he won't do it because he's already got problems with his wife. I love Trump's brutal honesty, and he sounds like a kind and compassionate man. Maybe Harry should call Trump for advice. And if you want to know what the reaction from Buckingham Palace is, well, this is it. After seeing this, Prince Harry is probably thinking to himself, I'd rather be deported. Number 3, I know I mentioned this before, but I've had to mention it again, because it's way too funny. Men are flocking to female-dominated yoga and Pilates classes, and women are enraged and say they secretly hate us. I guess now women know how men felt when you ladies started playing video games. Female sports reporters also seem to have no issues invading male changing rooms for professional athletes. Women want access to male spaces, but don't want men to access their female spaces. Moving on, here's another woman trying to invade a space in this tacky football dress. If you want to watch the Super Bowl, then maybe this will change your mind. You definitely don't want to go for a touchdown in her end zone. They should put her fat behind on the offensive line. Her hooters look like deflated footballs, and does this bring new meaning to the term pigskin? I'll let you be the judge. Number 5, Sarah says that men shouldn't actually wait until their 30s to get married. That all the good women your age will be taken. And unless we're super rich and attractive, girls in their early 20s will think that we're too old and too weird. Sarah's probably saying this because she's older and doesn't like the competition from younger women taking all the good quality men. She also wants to discourage men from chasing younger ladies. And finally, she's an engagement troll looking for attention. Up next, Doge staffers are now conducting 15-minute interviews with federal employees to justify their positions before deciding if they should fire them or not. Kind of like that scene from Office Space on steroids. Just imagine being interviewed by these two guys and having them ask you, so what do you do around here? You could probably fire 90% of government workers and give the remaining 10% their workload, and nothing would change. This one looks like she just got fired by Doge. Number 7, in order to make ends meet, it looks like AOC has just turned to only feet. Those feet definitely look dirty to me. Am I the only one that loves AI? I don't know about you, but what does that appear to be dripping down her leg? But she's got so much better assets than her feet. Why do women always pose like this with their behind on the sink? Also, maybe Grok should start an Only Fools page for her because it does such a good job. Moving on, Trump says he wants to save white South Africans, while Musk wants Americans to welcome them in as refugees. Salon says that Trump and Musk are spreading false claims that the South African government is oppressing their white people. So you're telling me that the government of South Africa isn't talking about taking away their land from white people and farmers without any compensation? After they take their land, then they'll just call to take their lives too. They're already calling for it, to even end their pets. Number 9, don't you just know that the new Superman fell for the new Lois Lane and fell in love with her before they ever met? Gee, I wonder why. But seriously, why does every single actress playing Lois Lane look like a mid above the neck? They all have very masculine looking butter faces, and when I see them I have zero interest in buttering up their tonsils. This one, on the other hand, I like to butter her buttercups. Up next, when older women say they don't want older guys to end up with younger women, if they saw this today they would have an aneurysm. Here we have rock and roll musician Jerry Lee Lewis when he was 22, marrying his 13-year-old cousin Myra. He threw away his career for her. She was his third wife. But based on her face today, she'd look more like your average 40-year-old woman. The guy couldn't stay single and was married 7 times. Some men just can't stop simping. Number 11, this guy was cleaning out his girl's car and found this under the passenger seat. What kind of simp cleans his girl's car? Isn't that something she should be doing herself? It could be nothing but a chocolate bar wrapper. Or it could be a Lifestyles King wrapper too. Here's a close-up of the evidence. I don't think he's tripping. It looks like she didn't actually want anyone to come a knockin' while her Pontiac was a rockin'. Moving on, this college girl drives around in a Barbie Power Wheels Jeep after her DWI arrest. In most states, she just could have bought a moped. Unfortunately, in Texas, you need a valid driver's license to operate a moped, which is kind of crazy. She'll probably get drunk and drive into oncoming traffic in this thing and get run over by an 18-wheeler. It would probably be faster to walk, and I'm sure there's a very unhappy kid out there that lost out on this sweet ride. Number 13, remember guys, invading her personal space isn't friendly, it's harassment. I'm pleased that finally someone has highlighted the epidemic of white males harassing black women. It really has been getting out of hand, hasn't it? But never have I seen a white guy pursuing a Tanisha. Once I met a Jewish guy and his big black wife. The pressure from his community eventually led to their marriage ending. Of all the things that never happened, this one happened the most. Up next, here's Sydney Sweeney as April O'Neil. She could also play the next Rogue, or even Sue Storm from Fantastic Four. But you know that Hollywood would never cast her for these roles, because she's just not short, fat, or black enough for them. But I still think her best role would be playing Black Cat from the Spider-Man. Looks like Spider-Man could definitely use a new love interest, and kick Zendaya to the curb permanently. Number 15, this winter in Toronto, we received over 1.5 feet of snow in a couple of days. And what does our communist mayor do? She clears the bike lanes and salts them before the roads. Can't you just see all the bike tracks in the snow, showing that the bike lanes were heavily used in February? Meanwhile, she brought property taxes up 7% for this. I'm sure that a ton of 50-year-old people ride their bikes loaded with groceries in this sort of weather. Even the food delivery bikes aren't using those bike lanes. Moving on, this air freshener didn't hang itself. Both true and hilarious. Maybe Trump should start handing these out to get the conversation started. The world no longer needs guys like Epstein to blackmail celebrities. These days, the powers that be plant evidence on your digital devices if they want to put you away. They track everything you do online, and if they can't find something incriminating, then they'll just make it up. I need this in my life. Anyone know where I can find it? Number 17, everyone thinks it's insane that lefties are telling Trump and Musk to leave the corrupt agencies wasting their tax dollars alone. In reality, they aren't wasting the money from most lefties. Those pay less tax or no tax because they generally earn less. They're just like crabs in a bucket trying to drag everyone else down to their own level. Besides, it's lefties like Anita Sarkeesian and Black Lives Matter that are receiving the money so they can spread leftist ideas even more. Up next, Taylor Grift was removed from the Legends mural in Nashville. But this happened in 2020 because many locals requested a change to the bar owner because they stated that she was more pop than country. Whatever this mural is, it's still missing Johnny Cash, and Am I Blind or is Dolly Parton in her Torpedoes not on there either. But I'm overjoyed to see that Kevin Sorbo's here. Well done, Legends. Number 19, remember the good old days when this is a really cool setup. The only thing that's missing is an old stack of gaming CDs. Can something be so chaotic and satisfying at the same time? And you know that it smells like rotting paper from the books and dust with dial-up noises buzzing in your ear. You definitely don't want to bring a girl to see this if you ever want to get laid. Funny enough, my desk looks oddly like this now. Moving on, that guy from earlier that found the supposed condom wrapper under the seat in his girl's car needs to shine a black light on her the next time she comes home. After ladies' night, just in case. And also, he shouldn't forget to shine one on her poop chute in Beaver too, for good measure. Then again, these days, if you let your woman go to ladies' night, then you deserve to be cheated on. Then again, this woman might just be a messy eater and her chicken soup flowed down the front of her throat. Number 21, here's one guy's old game collection before divorce Thanos snapped his fingers and it's gone. That's his own fault. He should have just given all this away to a family member before signing the divorce papers, and then gotten it all back when they were finalized. Women just don't respect a man's hobbies and are often willing to cash in all your collectibles to buy some candles and air fresheners. Hopefully not the ones with Epstein. It's because of stories like this that monk mode is the best mode. Up next, what the cock? Bonnie Blue insists that her husband is very proud of her that she had sex with 1,057 men in a single day. Maybe he's excited because he collects STDs for fun. Women doing lonely fools see this and it encourages them because they think that they too will find a husband one day after becoming an online prostitute. Apparently, she also asked if HIV was sexually transmitted after boning all those dudes. Not too bright at all. Number 23, it looks like the monkey might be out of a job after Taylor Swift did that meme at the Super Bowl and everyone booed at her. I still think the monkey wore it best and he at least had some class. But to be honest, both of these kind of creep me out. The only solid replacement for the monkey in my mind is JD Vance. As for that monkey, he's done some fine work over the years. Moving on now that Trudeau is gone, remember when he said that Canada was afraid of American authoritarianism? Meanwhile, Canada should have been more afraid of Trudeau's flavor of authoritarianism because he was freezing people's bank accounts during the trucker protests. Now Trudeau is probably going to be doing the lecture circuit and collecting millions of dollars for his talks, which are just thinly veiled bribes for the backs he scratched while he was in office. Number 25 and the last one, is this really what women want? This Saudi sheikh marrying a student, her teacher, school supervisor, and principal at the same school. My condolences to this man, but at least the female hen pecking order has been established. I was kind of confused by this because they all appear to be the same age. Then I saw this one's eyes and realized that I've been had by AI once again. This should explain the difference between male and female sexuality. One male attracted to 4 females, and 4 females attracted to 1 male. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate it to PayPal and subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.